Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna give you an honest overview of what happened to our Springfree Trampoline after 8.5 years under the harsh New Zealand sun. So this is a medium oval model 077 we purchased in July 2013. I will place the link to the funny assembly time-lapse in the description. This trampoline is mainly used by my 3 young and pretty lightweight daughters who love it very much and jump in it almost every day. Let's start with the frame. I would say the frame looks still pretty sturdy. I never disassembled it, and when we moved the house the same year, I just hired a big truck and put the trampoline inside as it was, just collapsing these safety net rods. So basically it spent about 8 years on this very lawn. It's the middle of summer here in New Zealand, and as you can see that the lawn is pretty dry, but in winter it can become quite soggy and the grass grows much better. So as you can see, there are multiple rusty spots at the base, but it's still very structurally sound, I would say. I never painted the frame, but I think it's time to do it. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the mat rods. These white things is the main distinct feature of this trampoline, and they are actually still pretty awesome. They still remain flexible, none of them broke, but the holders that hold them in place, you can see one of them sticking out here. I'll talk about it later, why it does it. So a couple of them just broke apart. So you can order new ones and they're only $5 each, and this is what I'm probably going to do if I'm not going to purchase a new mat. So same for this flexi step, it still works, safe and sound, nothing happened to it, still holds my weight. Now the safety net enclosure. The main problem with it is that it's prone to collecting the lichen, especially in winter. I didn't want to use any harsh chemicals, although the company on their website actually recommends some. They're very expensive. So I just usually use the power washer and wash them off. So that's what I did recently. That's why you don't see them, just some remnants of them. But in winter it was all covered with lichen. Overall the net is still functional. There are a couple of holes here and there, but still holds kids in place. But the safety zip, the zipper is gone. The thread that held it in place, it just disintegrated under the sun and started falling off. And this part actually just tore off completely. So I simply removed it and we don't use it. helps that the trampoline is on the light slope, so, and the kids never fell out of it. And also those load holder sleeves. I brought my ladder here, so I'll show it to you closer. So these sleeves, they actually almost detached, so every single one of them detached from the net, and it happened pretty long time ago, but the top part still holds, so that's why I didn't bother doing anything with it. And also this top part started to disintegrate under the sun as well, as you can see. It's pretty harsh, but it still holds pretty well. And now the main part, the mat. So these yellow bands that covered the main seam, they started falling off quite some time ago, so I didn't know what to do with them, maybe glue them back, or so I contacted the Springfree support, and they just recommended removing them. So I did. For the most part, I just cut them off. There's still, as you can see, it's still. And I think it was a mistake, because it actually exposed the main seam, and it started deteriorating very fast in multiple places. First it started at the entrance area, so a couple of those road holders fell off, so I just took the very thick waxed thread and sewed it back in place, and I did it several months ago. Still holds pretty well, I would say. But now it started happening in multiple places, and the main place is the back side of the net, whereas the complete back side is now detached. So that sleeve that holds those holders in place, it's completely detached from the main mat. And this is the reason why this trampoline is now gone. I told my kids to stop using it because it's not safe anymore. So this is not the safest trampoline in the world anymore. Unfortunately, in 2013 the warranty for this trampoline was only 2 years, but I believe now they give 10-year warranty for all the parts. Perhaps they now use better materials that last longer. Overall, if you are considering buying one of those, I would still highly recommend it. It is very bouncy, extremely safe, and still pretty durable. The good thing is that you can easily order spare parts and accessories online straight from the manufacturer's website. I will place the link to that page in the description too. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching.